What if your country's farms were in the north, but almost all the water was trapped in the south? That's China's logistics nightmare. And instead of moving the farms, they built a 1,400-kilometer water highway. In this video, we'll show you how China engineered one of the most ambitious supply chains on Earth, not for goods, but for water, and how it's quietly reshaping global agriculture. Let me give you a little backstory on how water became China's most valuable cargo. The North China Plain feeds hundreds of millions, but with limited rainfall and overused aquifers, farming had become a gamble. Some farmers delayed planting, others dug deeper wells, only to find dust. The government faced a choice: shift people and farmland south or reroute the water north. China prioritized the latter. That decision re-engineered the nation's geography and turned water into a managed, engineered resource. Now let me show you how China built one of the most ambitious water highways on Earth. This decision led to the creation of the South-North Water Transfer Project, a system of canals, tunnels, pumps, and dams stretching across the country. The eastern route uses pumps to send water along ancient canal paths. The central route, the most developed, spans over 1,200 kilometers from the danjiangkou reservoir to Beijing and Tianjin. It relies on gravity to move the water. The western route, still being built, aims to transfer water from the upper Yangtze through mountainous terrain to arid western provinces. Together, these routes form more than 1,400 kilometers of infrastructure, designed not to respond to nature, but to control it. Now, I bet you're wondering, how did this change life on the farms? Before the project, agriculture in the north was unpredictable. Yields varied year to year. Groundwater was disappearing. But now, with a stable supply of surface water, farmers can plan ahead. Wheat and corn production has become more reliable. Crop rotation is easier. Long-term food planning is no longer just hopeful. It's realistic. The project didn't just improve irrigation, it gave the region agricultural stability. But here's what the headlines rarely tell you about this mega project. Massive as it is, this project wasn't painless. Over 300,000 people were relocated to make way for the central route. In the south, rivers and wetlands were altered. Ecosystems changed. Communities lost water they had long relied on. And the politics are complex. Water now flows across provincial boundaries. What one region considers surplus, another treats as a lifeline. Even within a single country, water now needs approval, management, and negotiation. Now let me show you how water went from natural resource to engineered commodity. China didn't just build canals, it built a national water supply chain. Every cubic meter is tracked, scheduled, and delivered, like inventory. Agriculture is no longer left to chance. It's engineered. Crops rely not just on rainfall, but on whether the water arrives on time. In this system, planners and policymakers are as critical to food security as farmers and weather forecasts. Now you see why the world is watching. As droughts grow and climates shift, China's water transfer isn't just engineering. It's a glimpse into how nations might feed themselves in the future. If you found this eye-opening, hit like, subscribe for more stories at the intersection of logistics and global change, and drop a comment. Should other countries follow China's lead?